It's funny. Habits change. It's the sunset of an era now. I, I feel the void of life, especially without her. Life has been a gas pit. Everything has been muted. Everything feels dull and lifeless. Although I'm still chilling, it's no longer the same chill. It's more like I get the chills. There's never a moment of silence. Either there's a drummer or a motorcyclist, someone else to ruin my day. And she just gets more things done. And I'm just here in this bed, not able to do anything. And that's just sad. I'm wallowing in the pity of my own self, the pain of the torture that I've inflicted on myself, how it drains me of any substantial energy that I could possess, that I could give and garner onto the fucking future, my thresholds that I could offer. I feel like my eyebrows are getting thicker. I'm losing my looks. God damn, it's so fucking sad. God damn it, dude. It sucks ass. It's like I'm 26 now. God damn it. Fuck. The wall. I mean, it's not really the wall for me. It's more like my eyelid, whatever this is, the bags under my eyes because of this injury on this tooth. I smashed it. Ah, this tooth is bigger than this one. As you can see, I smashed it. And that's the pain I feel. I'm barely able to function. I feel like I'm one step away from being in a place I don't want to be. If I just lose my fucking way of being, if I lose my fucking manners, I will flip the fuck out. Like, not, like, yes, like, it's always on the verge. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you okay? Not exactly. Are you winning, son? Not even close. Like, standard of life for me is fucking basic as fuck, dude. I feel like I've become from a guy who got things done to an ordinary Mexican, just like the ones that you see on the street. You know, I'm just a guy who didn't make his life work. You know, like one of those, because I am. Oh well, they didn't get my teeth right, and maybe it cost me some fucking brain damage, dude. I literally shattered a tooth. Ow. Feel a lot of pain. See that? Oh, it's from this pain right here. It came from here, and it's like radiating, and it pulses like this, and it's like rips me like a parasite sucking the blood out of the back of my head, like the forward, like all of my. Like you see that? My muscle went limp. It's like I don't have the fucking drive of anything. Even my sex drive is lower. More fat. I feel useless, man. Look at me. Fucking disheveled wreck. I look Asian, and I don't really have that ancestry. That's not good. My eyes are so swollen that I have like Aztec traits popping out of my forehead. It's like, what the fuck, bro? I'm not even that much of a pronounced Aztec. Yet it shows itself when I let loose with my diseased, not diseased, but it's like injured, inhibited, or not inhibited, disabled act of my face. Like, it's like this scar. It's basically the same thing that happened to my teeth. But since the teeth are way more prone to shattering, it literally destroyed a whole portion of my teeth and my brain and my whole fucking uh, nervous system or whatever. Like, this should not be here. This should look like this. It looks like that. That's not good. I feel unsafe in my own home. I feel like, man, if only I didn't live with such idiots. You see, this is what I get leading into it, with idiots. This is why when you go near idiots, always be very careful because they will try to suck you into their game. This is why I just avoid people now. I totally avoid them because if I have any problems, it'll be because I didn't avoid them. And that's why I hate the human race. Because of my older brother. That motherfucker is a bastard. I swear to God, if I die, the one thing I want written on my grave would be, he's a bastard. Straight up. Like, you don't hurt your siblings, but yet he did. He chose to do it. Even after I let him go, I'm like, fuck you, man. Like, straight up. And then he wants respect from me. That's the thing. I don't respect the guy who's a scumbag like that, who thinks he can just hit and run away with his fucking whole life ahead of him. Like, you don't get to live that out when you harm someone. You know they're gonna be after you, regardless if they're your brother or not. You may think I'm forgiving. You can see it in my eyes. I forgive you, but not for that shit. When you break my fucking tooth off and you traumatize my whole appearance and my mindset, and you literally take our fucking brotherhood to the grave, that's when I stop giving a fuck about what you think of me. You know? Because there are times where you think it's a mistake, but no, at that time he was coherent to what he was doing. And to know that you fucking broke something in half when you fucking started to be that way, that's a you thing, not a my thing. And to try to pin the blame on me, that's the pettiest shit. That's why when I see him, I'm so insincere because he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve a genuine fucking speak. He's just a fucking, tool bag, a parakeet of the masses. He just say, "Oh, I want this guy to be gone because I don't like his face. I want to punch him because he smiles. He has a better smile than me, so I'm gonna punch him, make him not have that smile, have him have brain damage because he's so smug and cute." And I'm like, well, fuck you too, dude. You know what I mean? The jealousy runs in his blood because he's ugly as fuck. He looks like an Aztec bitch, like an Indian cuck, and he hates me for that. Bro, when I was young, fucking, I shat on his ass all the time. He would just hate me for that every day of my life. Like, I could feel the jealousy coming from his fucking nostril, like his fucking ugly ass eyes. The way he would look at me, I'm like, hey, stop it. I can smell from your fucking brain that you fucking, like, hate my fucking ass. Like, how much do you have to hate someone for it to be obvious? You know what I'm saying? Like, yet he would never admit it. At least this one thing I got out of it, I forced him to let it go. I'm like, yeah, you want to hit me? Go for it. But it just shows your true colors, dumbass. And now I know to be more prepared. But that's why I also changed my behavior. And I'm no longer social. Not just because of him, because of that tragic breakup, cheating breakup when I was 13, with, Ariana Grande, which she cheated on me with Mac Miller, by the way, in the music video of The Way, where she was my girlfriend and I sarcastically told her to kiss him for 4 seconds, and she winds up actually doing it. And I'm like, I got fucking tripped out. I'm like, which bitch actually did it? I mean, not bitch, but fucking dumbass hoes, dumbass. I mean, stupid, straight. Like, what the? If you're a girlfriend, I mean, I don't usually think. It's like, okay, maybe I fucked up too. I didn't explain to her that we were supposed to be exclusive as boyfriend and girlfriend. But still, I don't know who the fuck. Like, why would you do that? Like, even for a music video, like, I don't know. That's just not me, man. And to think that you would have done that, just that the thought that you would have done it and that you did it to me, like, it's just like, yeah, it traumatized me regardless. Like, you know, I mean, I'm being a baby about it, but I don't trust a bitch like that. She says she's my girlfriend. Then why the fuck wouldn't I ever meet you? You know, you're kissing someone else. So, I mean, not that. It's just if you take my orders, but you're doing it with him, it just makes me seem like a fucking weirdo. You know, it's like what the fuck am I doing here? You know, what's the point of it all? And that's why I hope it works out with the girl that I'm hopefully with because I can see something of an eye to eye, but like I can barely open my eyes. That's the thing. I can barely fucking keep it together. And now I'm useless to her. And that's the thing. I got old and she stayed young. Of course she'll get older when she gets old, but by that time she'll want a guy who can lift his weight. And I'm not gonna be that guy. I can't be that guy. That's all I do is lie in bed and stare at the sky. Fucking. And then I fucking look at my pillow and I think, oh, I want to cry, you know? Because without her, you know, why would I? Like, it feels like, you know, you don't want to try, but you do. Because you got to be that guy. But, you know, it's like, it pulls you low when you want to get high, you know what I'm saying? Like, life. I mean, and you have to, like, it's not copium. It's like, you have to care. No, not care. You have a core in what you do. And it's hard because your value as a person is put into question when you're being obstacleized by guys who want your girl, your own fucking situation, your situation, and the situation of your and her situation, and how you get into that situation, and the situation of you and them wanting that situation, and you having that situation. It's like so many little things. So to get involved with the girl, you really need to have her like you as well, like as a stepping stone to have your back, like someone who's cautious and like loves being around you because that kind of girl will not lead you on, let you down. She'll just be like, you know, I got you. You can count on our bond of trust, and we can proceed as like what we are. You know, and it's like, but there's little requirements. Not little, they're big. Like, you know, I mean, she might want to get like children or married. I don't know which one she would prefer first. But yeah, it's like, but who the fuck would marry me? I look like shit now. Back then, yeah, maybe. I mean, no, I was short still, but fucking back then, dude, I was fucking, you know, at least I had my health. Kids, I could have had kids with good genetics, but now I doubt they're all fucking gonna come out well. I'm gonna be fried in the mind, you know what I mean? They'll have lived all the horrors I lived through my fucking ram. Rambunctious life. I don't know. It's just like my whole life feels like someone putting in an effort. Like not my whole life, because I know it wasn't like that in the past. It used to be so good for me. For the most part, I felt like it was all calm until the storm of my old bro having a temper tantrum and flipping out on me like a bear out of hell. Because he knew I was, you know, I had more to give than he could ever give. Could do give, and he hated that. He hated that. No matter, even if he didn't give up, that I would always be there in his face, a step ahead. You know, that I'd be quicker on the draw because he could not keep up with that output. You know, and so he had to get rid of me. And that's the sad truth that Cain and Abel was our story from the get go. the beginning, I always sensed it. I'm like, this guy, I had so many chances to get rid of him, right? Like physically, like cripple him, right? I could have broken him in half. But where would I get off? I'd just be a criminal just like him. And to hate on him, I just hate on his conduct, not on him as a guy, because he can change. I'm not saying he should be more of a man or anything. I'm not calling out his manhood or whatever. If he wants to be a douche, chav, then he can be that. But there's a difference between a chav and a chad. You know what I mean? And some people just don't got that level in their brain set. And I do gotta get a better sense of humor. Like I do take everything up the ass. So like, I do get complain about everything. I'm that kind of guy, but this is why we stay apart, and this is why I would have needed my own room. I'm practically a female. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you could style that better. You can do that in a better way. Like I could analyze things for days. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ugh, you would get fed up with me. And that's the thing with the girl I like. Like, could we adapt to one another, and how well would she take my smug face, especially with all this broken kind of attitude that I have now? Like, because I'm all fucked up. I mean, my aspect hasn't changed. Like, I still feel like the guy I was, right? I still feel like I could smile and laugh at a joke or two, right? But to keep it going with the stamina that we used to have, but also, especially this one, the sexual intent. This is what's gonna fuck me up, because with my whole injury, I no longer feel like, hey, it's a wink wink kind of thing. I feel like it's like, I need to fucking destroy you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not the same vibe, and she would hate that. It's like I become the savage within, but not in a good way. It's more like my mind that's come to the forefront, and my refinedness has gone to the back burner, and now I feel like an animal, like actually like a cynical fucking beast who just wanders around glaring, like with my fucking daggered eyes, fucking rage faced. You know what I'm saying? And what else? Also, I don't get the pleasure of having that sex drive. Also, I'm not attractive anymore. Compared to how I was back then, she'd probably be like, you're not suitable now. You're no longer the ones you once were. You can't aim well. Your aim is pretty trash now. You complain about everything because you're like a little bitch now. And you don't spark me joy anymore. And that would be my downfall, I feel. And this is just me trying to cope with that by speaking it on the web, and this ever gets on it. And yeah, it's just like, wow, how life takes a turn. This is why every chance you have, do not let it go, because I guess life is to be lived. I guess we all eventually pass on. But while we're here, we have to take the chance we have, and for the best, I guess. Because, I mean, what I don't like, though, is that people, I mean, I guess I can't change that about them, right? But people like you when you're the best. And it's funny how when I used to be, they would be like on me, like, hey, what's up, big boy? It's like, yeah, you want to help me win? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. But I was always thinking, I'm like, is this real life or is this just fantasy? And it's fantasy. As you can see, I mean, for the most part, I mean, uh, the cheating ex, though, it's all like a link effect. They all look out for each other. The cheaters, I feel like they're intertwined. But my ex that cheated, she tried to ruin my whole reputation with this new girl that I'm with. And since my brother, he don't care, or he don't understand that, none of these people understand where I'm coming from. And so it's like, if you're gonna cheat, at least don't ruin my next relationship. But I guess I slandered her online, and then she hated me for that. I'm like, well, I wasn't guaranteed that I would have a new girlfriend. I wasn't guaranteed I'd ever have a girlfriend because you don't know what you do. And guess what? You did what I thought you would. You know, even though you can't take a lie, you can't take a truth, but you can give a lie, can you? You know, it's like, how about you just shut the fuck up and stop lying because you know what you did. I mean, in my mind, that's what it was. So just let me speak my mind. And you could be like, but you slandered me to this new girl, and that's where you fucked up. Because if you didn't care, that if you don't care, then don't get involved. That shit creeps me out, man. A girl can fake liking you the whole time. And that's the whole thing. And that made it even worse. And that's why I got mad at her. You see? It's not because I was petty. I just needed to address that. I'm like, I'm not being a misogynist for getting in her face and just saying, I don't agree with what you did. I feel like you're taking it up a notch when, you know, all of this could have been avoided, you know? Why don't you just, you know, let me live my life, whatever mediocre status I have now, and just let me breathe the air that I am. Because you get to go home to a mansion, to people who actually fucking love you, to producers who give you $100,000 just for breathing, just for doing a little role, you know? Like, you take my, what pissed me most about it, no, was the effort I put in with my first ex. I made her music. I did a lot of things for her. The music was the thing. Yet no one cared. Like, I gave her the path to make money with my music. I mean, it wasn't much music, but the money was there, and she got it. And guess what? What did I get? Nothing. But this is my music. And I'm like, I never did music for the money. But when you're taking money from my music, and I get shamed for it? Shamed? I mean, stuff like, that's just my heart poured out, and you just shamed it. And that's the problem I had with her. That. Because there's no logic in that. Love is for the music. When you call out my songs, that's when the rage starts. Because I'm not here to babysit you, you know? My brother's the same way. He's like, I don't get you. I don't get why you're such a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, maybe if you fucking let me live my life and not complain about what I can do and that you can't, just like my ex. And this is why they're trying to take away my new girl. Like, fuck off. It's like, and I'm not going to have her for a long time. I can tell, for the most part. If this keeps up, I'm just going to lose the whole thing, which is her. She's the prize in the apple of my eye. But yet, they try to sway her mind, you know? I just hope the connections that I made in the past and the things that I've done can rise up to the flame that I gave in the past and march on, not unscathed, because they haven't. And I just want to get away from the dark depths of the past and how they try to grab you and bring you down into the fucking void of loss and fail, you know? Because me and the girl I like, I love that girl. Like, I don't know what to say, but I guess she plays innocent sometimes. But guess what? We all change. We all grow old. But we learn. I feel like she learned, but you need to get more into it, but it goes at a slow pace. I hope she will change. It's just, I haven't met her yet. We haven't spoken, you know? And also I can, like, you know, there are things I can work on, of course. And so we can work together in the same, like, she said it too. But it has to be mutual. But my brother, like, if I showed him the girl I like, he would try to snatch her in a heartbeat, dude. And that's my brother. And that's the thing. This is why I trust no one. Not a single soul. No one. You can't turn your back. I see separate, you know, gains, because Where is the classiness? My girl fucking took everything, the ex. And my brother, in regards to things, he does not care. He will leave you to die. So I'm left to die both ways. You can either not care or pretend to not care. But if you actually try to care, maybe if you fake it or not, if you try, like if you show, like if you give a little bit, even if it's fake, but even then it's not fake, but like it's just, it has to be real, you know? But it may not be as real to me, for you as to me. Or maybe you might think there are certain, like, let me think, that we have to be a certain way. Okay, sure, if that's what you think. But if you let that convince you, you know, if you don't go beyond, that's where you fail. And that's where it's a make or break moment, you know? And so I have to take it for what it is, because there are so many people out there who wish they could have what I got. The luck of the draw. But see, look at me now. This is testing my brain, my mind. I'm stuck in an attic with no people to talk to. No one at all. There are no friends here. Just me, a camera, and this can of fucking tuna. And that's what I eat. I eat tuna, I eat meat, and I eat cereal, and what else? Chocolate bars, milk, chocolate milk. Not much else. And what do? I stare at the wall. Because the wall is coming. Some people try to go under it. Some try to punch through it. Some try to go over it or under it. And some try to fly over it. And some don't even see it. They go through it. But is there even a wall? No, but for real. Like, my brother would be like, why are you such a pansy? Maybe because you don't know what it feels like. You know what I mean? You don't know what it feels like to lose the whole pie. The girl I like is so much to me. Like, you have no clue, you know? You could not guess how much she means. And that's the truth. Like, you would want to steal her in a heartbeat if you've seen how she is. Like, and that's the thing, she would leave for both of my sibling or my ex. If she was a lesbian, she'd leave me. And that's the thing, I have to watch what I have, what I love, because even if she doesn't love me as much as I do love her, and it's a sad truth, you have to make do with what you have. And since I never get to see her or feel her, I need to make her love me. You know what I mean? Make her. This is the way I work. Because I don't have the luxury of you. I'm not a good looking guy. I need to make it work. I mean, but you know what I mean? It's not the same thing. I'm short. And a short man does not have the same thing. I'm not resentful, okay? I'm happy to be short. I'm quicker than you. But what I'm saying is, we don't have the status quo. I mean, my ex was a short, but she was a girl. My brother is medium height. He gets away with it. And my new girl, she's medium height or maybe tall for a girl. Same height as me, but she's a girl. So that means it's fine for her. But for me, I get treated like I'm a fucking nuisance, a bug. Because I don't fit the status quo. And that's what they don't get. You just see me like I'm a figurehead. I have a lot of things in my wallet. Sure, I'm not short enough to be publicly humiliated or disgraced, but I am a manlet, and they hate me for it. because I have too much for a short guy. They're like, oh, you're going to eat all that yourself? And I'm like, yes, it's mine, bitch. Like, what do you think? Just because I'm short, I'm weak? And that's the thing, they want you to be weak. They see a guy like me, and they're like, oh, he's cute, I guess, but he doesn't deserve what he has. And I'm like, well, you're a has-been. You've never been. Fucking dick, dude. And it makes me cry, because I'm not saying go after them. This is what my new girlfriend has a problem with. She always goes after these guys, like things. And she would even go after these guys. It makes me feel weird. Like, it's insecurity. Well, but not like that. It's just weird because I feel insecure about what the fuck's going on. I don't know what to make of it, man. My ex wants me dead. My older brother wants me dead. And my new ex-girl, maybe eventually will want me dead. It's like I'm entering a triangle of death, and I don't want it to close in on me. Like, I don't want the triangle to, like, shut off. Like, if there's one place I can go into the triangle with my new girlfriend so that the Illuminati won't suck me dry, I hope that's the case. But I'm not trying to cling on to a false hope, you know? And that's the thing, because my brother was fake. Ex-girlfriend was fake. New girl, I'm not sure. Well, let's hope she's real. And I'm not expecting her to be a princess. I'm not one of those guys who has really high standards. Yeah, we all want the best in life, don't we? We sure do, don't we? They try to steal it from you, man. That's the saddest thing. And even my new girl, man, it scares me what she wants from me. Because I'm not sure if I can even give it to her. I feel like I failed this thing. But hey, guess what? Always try your best, even if you fail. Because that means you win. Because they can't beat what you can give when you give it all. You know? They may take away your mind, your heart, your spirit, your soul. Never take away your charm, though. The light in your eyes that makes you glow past the ones you despise. Even though you despise no one, the evil spirits of their calculations will leave your side. Because you know when you look into the sun, you suck. You hear in its light. You take it in, and it becomes you as one as you. And that's something they can't have in their eyes. You don't see it, the realness. You only see, I don't want to give them the satisfaction. Goodbye, bozo. And it's like, I think the whole world should be good. And we share nothing in common in that way. Our differences make us stray from ourselves. Well, from each other, is what I mean. This is why I'm so solitary. There's no one I can call home. And I'm fine with that. Because they don't mean to. They don't need to because they mean to do that, you know? They want to hurt you. They want to nerf you. They want to make you shit. And you just have to say, get used to it. Suck it up. The best of the best will always pass the test. As long as they try their best. I may have failed, but it passes on to you. And not failed necessarily. I mean, yeah, failed in the obstacles of life, yeah, but then I'm able to pass this on. I mean, not even, but like, it's just good to know for the future in case you forget or I forget. I mean, I forget. I mean, or what I forget or how it is known to me, at least, because we all have different ways of learning. That I've said it, and because I like to say these things in like a ramble and admit it, and people say it right on and this is bad, but my girl will be like, you have no etiquette or social conduct skills. But I'm like, hey, why don't you try reading between the lines a little more? And maybe I sound insane while I'm babbling and saying all these things, but when I'm actually speaking and I'm trying to say my mind, because these are the only times I get to say things in these long speeches of pain. Then the arduous struggle that I'm trying to express here might make a little more sense to you, because I speak in a lot of metaphors and, like, lead ons to the next phrase so I can speak the rest of it through. And it's a lot of innuendos, and people just don't see those. I'm the master of innuendos, and I'm an ugly guy. I'm not ugly, but not the best guy. I was, maybe, but hey, somebody. That's the best innuendo of all, isn't it? Nah, but you may be beautiful, you may be strong, you may be savvy, but you don't have the light in your eyes to win, the victory to clutch. And the such to care so much. That's why I always play in a rush, because you always need to give that extra push. Because there's always another place to ambush, you know? And you want to make it work. So you got to give it your all. You can't just crawl, because you have to push on and do it the right way. Don't give in to the dart. Move on to the light.